Okay, this may turn out to be a load of rubbish, but I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going to give you a 2,000 mile review of my Tesla Model 3 rear wheel drive. And yeah, in all that time there's gone nothing wrong with it at all. No niggles. Picked it up down in Southampton Dock and it was perfect. You know, there was nothing wrong with it. All went to plan. I traded in my old Mini and that was all over in about 5 minutes as well. And yeah, it all went really smoothly. Car had about 30% charging, if I remember rightly. So I went down to see my sister-in-law and my nieces, and I charged at Portsmouth Supercharger, and I think I got it up to about 70 or 80%. Cost me £18 something, and that's the only time I've been charged any money at all in 2,000 miles since. Main reason for that is that I've been lucky enough to be able to charge it at work. Why did I go for a Tesla? It's its efficiency, really, which is the main thing. So yeah, when I bought it, I bought the new LFP battery one, the ones that are made in China, and looked like the range had gone up a fair chunk. The price had gone up as well. I think it was 46,190 in this spec, which was the red metallic, the white leather interior, and the standard aero wheels. And yeah, the efficiency seemed to be, I'd seen a couple of early reports about the efficiency being really good on the LFP battery, and it's exceeded my expectations, what it's actually come in at, because I've now done 2,360 miles and it's 198 watt hours per mile, which is over 5 miles per kilowatt hour. Unbelievable. Actually a little bit better since I after that first day, really. So I brought it back home to Maidenhead, and since then it's been getting better and better. Sometimes I've seen this and I'll put a snapshot in. I've had very short local journeys, you know, between towns. I had 130 odd watt hours per mile, which is something like 7 miles per kilowatt hour at some point. So it just it's just super efficient. And it's gone really well. Everything works, touch wood, perfectly. I bought a couple of accessories. I bought the little key fob, because that's quite handy for like when I'm going swimming and I don't want to take my phone with me. Fob works really well, nice and simple. Phone bit's good. The one thing that I wish I could do more on the phone is look at the the trip stats. That'd be quite nice to have on the phone, rather than having to get into the car each time, unless there's some other way of doing it. I don't know. So I did look at other cars. I looked at the Hyundai Ioniq 5, which I test drove. Really liked it, but in the end the one thing that got me on that was it was really wide. So I thought, well, I'll hold out a bit for the Kia EV6. Slimmer, more traditional interior, and I thought, yeah, that would be quite nice. But in the end there was something, it's almost like when the Tesla website triggered these new changes, i.e. the new battery, a little bit longer range on the standard range model, and I can't remember whether the white interior actually came back onto spec on the standard rear wheel drive at the same time, but I did want a white interior, and although it costs £1,000 extra, 1,100 quid, something like that. I really like it. And in this recent really hot spell, you do notice a difference between having white leather and black leather. So I can get in this on a really hot day and I don't get scorched the minute I sit in the seats. Whether I've put the aircon on first or not, it's been perfectly good. Any regrets? No, I've loved it. Hope to keep it for a very long time. It's all bought and paid for, so I've got nothing to worry on that front. I am doing the whole going electric route because I'm on my second electric bike now. I've bought a little scooter, a little Silence SO1, and I'm loving that as well. Again, that's super efficient. It's even got its own regen, yeah, it's good stuff. I'm all on that sort of like, I suppose, eco drive, but it's almost like a convenience drive because, you know, I'm quite lucky the way where I am. I can charge at home if I need to. I charge at work. When I go to different workplaces, they've got different charging stations at all our offices, so everything's convenient. So it's no burden at all. You know, the burden on the old petrol cars, of course, is you have to go to a petrol station every time you want more petrol or fuel. So I don't have that inconvenience anymore. So it's more, as well as an eco thing and the right thing to do, it's more convenient. So yeah, no, I'm chuffed to bits with it. So I'll throw in a few little shots and all of the car. But I've bought the extra sort of like subscription. I've not gone for the extended autopilot. Don't really need it for the type of driving I do. But it's you know, as good as it is. If some of that software, if they do come up with a autopilot package that's the extended autopilot at a better price, I might consider it. But it's not worth the value for myself. So I'm going to leave that for now. Everything's pretty much, you know, here's the charging stats. So supercharging in all the time, £18.54. Don't know where it's got the 26th of January from, because it wasn't. It was probably the 26th of March, which is when I picked it up, brand new. And yeah, happy days. Navigation I really like. At first I didn't, but then I set it up. Well, I don't know if any others are like this as well, but I don't even have to say, you know, navigate to. I just say a place and it'll find it. And it'll be something like this. It'll be Braywick Leisure Centre. Well, it would do if I said it properly. Let's try again. Braywick Leisure Centre. There you go. And it's done it. Excellent. And yeah, happy days. So that's really good. I like the fact that you get a software update literally about every month. And at first the software package was a little bit, didn't quite like it. But they've added on extra icons that you can now pull into the bottom, so like the key features like heated seats, heated steering wheel, windscreen wiper controls and all. You can add those in extra now where you couldn't before. So I'm not much of a fan of all these extra little toys, but I did have a little bit of fun with the light show when I first got it. But apart from that, it doesn't really interest me too much. I haven't set the Sentry mode apart from when I got it, because it did tend to use a fair bit of battery, and most of the time it was parked outside the house anyway on the drive. And I also found it quite a niggle that I'd like it to have been, you'd be able to pick which sensors it actually activated on, because on my road there's normally somebody walking past or a car walking past, and then that would set off the Sentry mode. So if you could do it so that maybe the rear sensors didn't trigger it, and anything down the side which would indicate that somebody was on my drive, then that would be good. But at the moment, no, I've not reset it since. I haven't done when I've been had it parked at the airport car park either. Again, for that same reason, I don't want it going off every time somebody just walks past the car. I like the way that the navigation works. I like the way that you can actually reverse it round so you can have the black background. Yeah, it's all pretty good, really. I say I can't complain at all. Would I recommend one? Yes, I flipping well would. I love it. I think I looked on the website and I see that I think this model's gone up about £5,500 since I bought it. From the point of me ordering it and the point of me picking it up, I think it went up £3,000. And I think the current wait now is March. So we're now in August, so that's a 6-month wait, which is a long time because my wait time was about 3 months, I believe it was. So I was well happy with that. Give me time to sort a few things out. But compared to some other models, you know, I've seen guys waiting for Audis for nigh on a year. So 6 months in today's conditions doesn't seem too bad. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, really good. And yeah, any comments? It's just my opinions, so don't get het up on anything. If you like it, great. If you don't worry about it. Just go somewhere else. No problem. Okay, happy days. Bye.